This technology is already starting to change agriculture. We already have some commercial products in the field that are reducing your use of nitrogen by applying early. We're looking at, FMC makes a fungicide that's a biological fungicide, a whole new mode of action. We're seeing more and more interest in this technology. And what that means is when I say biologicals, I'm not just talking bacteria, I'm talking fungus, botanicals, and other things that might be found in the soil. You know, what's that, 8 billion microbes in a teaspoon of soil? Well, guess what? A lot of them hold the secret to a better crop yield. And that goes back to the big data conversation, because I can't know what those do without the big data of understanding what they do. So these things come together in the biological world. It's a company called Bioconsortia. And what they do is they analyze the biota of fields and determine what's in there that's positive, and then they link it to specific hybrids. And the idea is that then they would give you, sell you, trust me, a product to put in that field that boosts the positive microbes to give you better yield. Now they're looking at nitrogen efficiency. They're also looking at phosphorus efficiency. They're also looking at pest control, and disease control. But they couldn't do that without analyzing billions of microbes and figuring out how they interact in the soil. I joked about this, but in the last 5 years I was at Farm Progress, I wrote more about the secret life of plants than I did in the previous 35 years. I mean, getting down into what's going on in that root zone has become such a hot topic. And these companies are capitalizing on it. But there's an issue. There are a lot of companies playing in this sport, a lot of them. And I call it the wild, wild west. And it's hard to see all the companies, but they're recognizable names. You can see a Syngenta logo. You'll see a Bayer logo, Brandt's up there, people like that, people you recognize, and a whole bunch of names you don't recognize. And the overlapping. This is from a group called Mixing Bowl, and they kind of track markets. And this market, as you can see, some overlap. Different companies are doing different things, but it's still the wild, wild west. The other side of it is, the latest prognostication is that by 2030, the crop biologicals field will be a $39 billion business.